Defo going to make a diss track to Jeff?
Trust, I actually will, because his working conditions are...
Jeez.
Honestly, he should get shut down.
Okay, so episode 52, I believe this is.
Yes.
With the lovely Billie. Thank you for coming and joining us.
Yeah, no, of course. Thanks for asking
Wanted
me.
to get this out for a while, but I guess the whole world, there's a pandemic out there, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
So,
if you didn't realise.
Where the hell have you been?
Living under a rock and that.
100%.
So again, guys, introduce yourself. Eman behind the camera.
That's a scary
I'm
sight.
here.
I'm here.
I'm Eman, I'm here.
Lovely. Collins, Colsonusi. Here as always.
Yeah, Billie, thanks for having me, guys. Excited to be on the show.
Pleasure as always.
Of course.
And Demi. I nearly forgot my name then.
Drank too much yesterday. Give me amnesia.
Oh,
bro.
leave me alone.
This guy,
Is
yeah.
that what happened? Yeah.
I can't chat. I was with him not too long ago, and I had the worst hangover ever.
Did you have a hangover today?
I was alright today.
Ah, okay.
I wasn't
Lucky
too bad
then.
today, yeah. It's hit and miss with me. I think it depends what I drink. Because yesterday I was drinking cognac and I felt fine. But the night where I went over his, we just had like a stupid amount of vodka. And the next day, yeah.
I can't drink vodka.
Is that what does it to you? What's your
Yeah.
drink of choice?
There's a few.
Okay.
So obviously I love a good cocktail, strawberry daiquiri,
Okay.
or like peach
Girls and their
Bellini,
cocktails.
Oh, nice.
or a nice glass of wine if I'm at dinner. Then
Yeah.
maybe if I'm out, Malibu and lemonade, because it don't get you too...
Two.
I can control myself. Like 3 of them and I'm good. Like 3 or 4 vodkas.
It's a long night.
Yeah,
It's a long
so...
night.
What do you think about Prosecco?
I do like Prosecco, I'm not going to lie, but I think there's other things that I definitely enjoy more. Like,
Yeah.
I can't sit there and be like, the flavour is amazing.
Prosecco is a
Yeah.
headache
Right.
waiting to happen.
That's a dangerous drink. Like, I don't get how you girls like drink it so calmly. Like, they've got the
I think they're
percentages
trained.
wrong on that, 100%.
Oh.
No, it
Every time
is.
I've had it, it's
It's hit and
curtains.
miss. Like, you could drink 2 bottles and you could be fine, or you could be at a brunch
2
and have
bottles?
like, well, not just to myself. Like,
You're
no, that came out wrong. I'm not there with a straw, like sipping it. No, like if I'm with someone, like we could probably go between like 2 bottles, and sometimes you're all right, but then another time I could go to a brunch, have a few glasses, step
This is how you
outside,
see-
and I'm like,
oh, nah, girls
the
after
head starts
brunches.
hurting, and I'm like, no, yeah.
David Attenborough needs to do something on girls after a brunch.
He does. It's wild.
The young woman leaves the brunch. She is absolutely fucked.
Then she's like, her leg starts to stumble. Slow motion, she just drops.
That's
The
it.
fact that you said 2 bottles. Like,
Nah.
Not to myself,
Well,
to
just-
clarify.
If it's to yourself.
one individual as well. Nah.
God, this is an intervention. This is
I'm
Nah,
on
I
here for a
found
different
out the
reason
hard
than what I
way.
thought.
Nah, Prosecco is not possible. I've done that and it was a complete
2
mistake.
bottles to yourself.
But I didn't know because the first bottle I was fine. I was like, yo,
Yeah,
this is a nice
you're
wave.
right.
The second one, boy,
Done up.
I don't remember. I was like, I got home.
The
I
next
couldn't tell you
day,
how.
your
The
head.
The hangover is a killer as well because it's bubbles as well. So the headache is gonna be.
It's the worst
there for a
thing.
long
Like, you
time.
literally need like a cold compress on your forehead. Like, just keep
Yeah,
has to
changing
be
them
done.
over.
100%.
But yeah, nah, I don't know how people do it. It's not for me. But brunches, and then do you know what they do? They put like orange juice in the
Yeah,
that a
mimosa. It's like
it's a thing. Orange juice and
sort of like
prosecco.
a
It's
mimosa. Well, mimosa is like champagne, but yes, it makes it so nice. Like,
Really?
then
It
you
doesn't
can
make it
really
nice.
knock it back.
gross. I'm gonna tell you that for
Not
free.
quite.
Remember the first time I had one? I said, "Yo, this is gross. Give me the real thing."
Speaking about drinks, have you been on like a ladies' holiday, like just a girls' holiday?
This year, no.
Not like from the
Before.
ages of 18 to 21.
Yeah, so when I first turned 18, I done like the classic
Oh, baby.
girls' holiday.
Well,
Yeah, we went to Magaluf.
Oh, that's mad. That's
No, but I
mad.
was young and
Let's
like college. And like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Instance music.
am I?
Instance music.
Yeah, like you're in the club. Like, boom, boom, boom.
Live it out.
No, but then there's other clubs and it's a bit more like R&B, hip hop. Like Magaluf's very like,
It's got everything.
it's got everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
it's
too
not just
masculine, to be
like.
honest. It's way too masculine.
You did one, didn't you?
Yeah, we went to Magaluf, but it was mad. What hotel did you go to?
They had that rock. It was like Ibiza Rocks, but the Magaluf one, like,
Yes, the
I don't know what it's
Sahara.
called.
Wow,
BH.
yeah.
It was something rocks, but then I'm sure it shut down like a couple of years after. But it was. Nice.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So then basically, next opposite it was Fiesta Sahara. Shout out to all.
Yeah, that's it. I
Yeah.
think that was the one opposite.
Yeah.
Is that where you was?
Yeah. it was
Well, what's wrong with Magaluf? Too many man.
it's way too many, just so many guys. Too many
Really?
guys.
It's too many guys with the same idea, isn't it?
Like pretty much we went to like
Sorry?
we went to like
That made me look crazy. Everyone knew what I meant.
yeah, pretty much we went to like a water park, and they let us have it for like after hours,
Stop.
and pretty much there was like 15 girls. I
Solid
don't know,
number.
There was just an amount of man that was just
It was on campus.
It was
Bare
just-
budgie shorts and that.
too many guys. And the thing is, we just had like that was the day before we went home, I think.
Yeah.
And we were done. We didn't want to do anything.
Dead. Yeah.
And then
you
they were
hit
like,
the
"Oh yeah,
wall.
you guys are a bunch of bums." It's like, bro, we don't want to do anything. Like right now, we're just tired. We just want to go home.
Yeah.
15.
It does take it out of you.
Yeah.
How many man we talking? Like what in the 40s?
It's a 90-10 ratio. would you
That's
say?
I'm not going anywhere from 9 to 10.
Yeah. It was
Shut down the club.
Yeah. It was like 15 girls in
In the whole park. That's it.
in our like park situation, like
Yeah.
after hours. There was just there was only us from Fiesta Sahara, so it was like 15 girls and then 55 guys.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Did you notice this when you went?
No, I don't feel like I'd noticed that. I
What
feel
time
like...
did you go? Like month
When did you
wise?
go? I feel like it was either June or July.
That's why.
When did you go?
Yeah, we went in August.
You did it to
Oh,
yourself.
see.
Yeah.
Played yourself.
Went
But-
too late, you did.
We were 18, so we didn't really
Yeah,
care.
it's
Is
one of
this a
those
W?
first holidays you go on, innit? Like those lad ones where you just want to get
Yo,
out.
when you're
get it out.
packing
Yeah,
for
you're
Mag
with your
and you think-
friends, so I feel like you don't have to necessarily
Yeah,
be looking for that. You just enjoy, like,
100%. I've not been on one of those vacations before.
haven't you?
Nah.
Yeah, I'm
feel
trying
like
to
it's a
hit
good
Ibiza. That's what I'm saying.
I done Ibiza, but with like a mixed group, so we was like
Okay.
girls and boys
Yeah.
like, in a villa.
It's not cheap, but I'm ready. You know, that young 1,000 has to be 1,800
Yeah.
for the holiday. That's
Wow.
It is expensive, but it's worth it. Like you have a really good time, so I feel like it's worth the experience. Definitely.
How much would you say you'd have to take for Ibiza?
Well, how long are you going for?
Let's say a week, 7 days.
A bag.
A week,
A
definitely.
bag.
Yeah, or even over. Like
Yeah.
if you want to be going out, going to nice restaurants, and when you're out, you don't want to be like drinks are expensive,
Yeah.
so you don't want to worry about the price. So I feel like even more than 1,000.
Yeah.
I heard that. We should get into you. Let's talk about you.
I guess it is a good segue
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the leisure and tourism.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
tell us, how did you get in? I mean, it's lovely going on holidays and all that, but how did you get into that?
Basically, so when I was like really, really young, my mum took me and my sister away to Thailand, like for a holiday, and then ever since then, I just sort of like love traveling, meeting new people, like experiencing new cultures.
Yeah.
So ever since that, I felt like when I went to university, especially, you know, I was always seeking out opportunities to like go abroad.
Okay.
So like studied abroad
Where'd you study?
in California.
Oh, wow, that's an experience.
Nice.
Yeah,
How
do
long
you
were you
know
there
what? A year.
Where-
Just
where in
under a
California?
year. I was in San Diego,
Okay.
which is like, it's like my second home. So I miss it. But I was like an hour and a half drive from LA. So
Okay, that's not bad.
I've heard LA culture is disgusting. Like they're like the worst kind of people.
it depends. I feel like you can say that about anywhere, but I suppose you seek out
The problem-
like-minded
yeah.
people and the people that you want to be around. Obviously, wherever you go, there's bad people or people that are not necessarily like you, but
For sure.
I just strive to find people that I connect with, and then I focus on that, so I don't necessarily
I guess it's
notice.
I don't know. I just the image I have of it is just like angry vegans who aren't, you know, like
There
I'm
is
not,
a lot of
I'm,
vegan places.
I'm just not eating it if it's got et cetera in it, you know.
Sound like one
Yeah.
of them Sunset girls.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian and that.
But do you know what? California is actually like massive. So
Yeah.
it's like twice the size of the UK. So you've got LA, which is like such a small part of it. But then I feel like you go outside of that, like to where I was, San Diego, like so different, such a different vibe. Like, just felt like everyone was really happy, and you sort of steered away from that sort of like type of person, that like stereotype.
Yeah, of
So
course. How was your overall experience? Would you ever go back?
She just said it was her second home.
Do you know what? Like, it's a hard one. Like that year, you should never say best years of your life, but that was up there with like
No, I
really
respect
good.
it.
But America is wild, and like at the moment, it's only getting it's only getting more and more wild. So I'm thinking.
I just feel like America's a black hole and it's just gonna collapse in on itself.
But then again,
100%.
like America's, as you said, California is twice the size of the UK. That's one state. You have
One state, exactly.
a bunch of states, like over 52 states collectively. Some, of course, are outside mainland, but
It's massive.
it's
so
massive.
I think it's an interesting thing about America is the fact that it is, even though it's this country, every state is like another. It's a country within countries.
100%. Like they have every different type of landscape, like desert, mountains, like city. I don't know, lake. Like feels like just everything you could picture. They have it in that one country. So you'll find like a lot of Americans. They don't really leave America. They just holiday to like different states. It's literally like its own little world.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a bit mental though.
More than a bit, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. So yeah, with the leisure and tourism, what's the best place you've ever visited? Obviously, San Diego's up there.
Yeah, I've been to Asia. I really liked Asia. Thailand, I feel like I was there for quite a while, like 6 months. So I feel like that will always have like big place in my heart. And I really, really liked Bali.
Yeah,
Bali's amazing.
You've been to Bali, innit?
Yeah. Did you?
It's incredible, man. I want to go back.
You can't even talk about like I feel like the place itself is just so spiritual. Like the vibes there,
it's
just
I can't really put into it.
Yeah,
I do
same.
want to go back. It's one of those places. It kind of has everything in a way. Like,
Definitely.
When the whole initial perception of it before I went was like, oh, it's like a very coupley place. People only go there for that. But when you actually get in there, it's actually way more than that.
Definitely.
And you see people who like go out there because always a lot of people from like Australia and New Zealand go there for like their time.
Because it's so close to their country, isn't it?
So they go out to party, do that type of stuff. But then there's loads of temples. There's loads of like
with like spiritual, religious side to it and
100%.
everything.
It's incredible. Like I couldn't recommend it enough.
Same, like people always say to me like, oh, don't you think it's a couple place? And I'm like, absolutely not. Like Instagram may make you feel like that.
Yeah.
But I went there with a group of girls, like we travelled there.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. I could go there with anyone, my mum, my friends, my partner. I just
Do you think it's interesting? Instagram's made holidaying a bit different in the sense that there's some places that have a real popularity at the moment, but they might not be as good when you actually get there. So I don't know, but at the moment Santorini is really popular because of
Greece,
the scenery. But are some places like that as good as they're made out to be?
I feel like some places definitely are, but I feel like with the whole Instagram as like in general, to be honest, you're always creating a perfect image or like a perfect video. So someone could go somewhere and make it look like it's the most amazing place in the world because that's how they want you to
perceive
it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't go directly from what you see on Instagram. I would rather like talk to people who have actually been there, or go to a travel agent or someone who's like visited there, ask them what their experiences of the place are.
I guess it's an interesting question. What's the worst place you've been, or place you've not enjoyed? Sorry to the people of this country.
Okay.
Or countries.
Really sorry if anyone gets offended, but probably France.
Yeah. Do you know
Because-
what? It's so bad
Just once.
that I think if you go to France and you go to Paris, South Korea have a thing where you can get insurance. Because there's this whole thing about people go to Paris and they don't like it, or it's not as
Really?
it's made out in their head.
Right.
So Paris be letting people down.
I've been twice. I thought it was alright. I didn't think it was anything credible, but it wasn't.
There's a
It's
lot.
not as bad as
I
I thought
like
it
Paris, so I thought it was.
I've not been to Paris, but I've been to like a few other places in France, and I just feel like every time, just had a bit of a bad experience. Like it just weren't really the best, so just that put me off.
Sorry, French people.
Our French
No
listeners.
offense.
Bonjour and that, but
You're so
Bonjour.
Bonjour and that.
what girls are gonna.
But it is, isn't it? Like,
What do they want from me? Bonjour, but I'm sorry. Your country's just not that lit.
Yeah, it's not. It just weren't really like that welcoming. I just don't feel like. Yeah, just probably leave it there before I.
They're always complaining.
Yeah,
Facts.
always,
They're
and
always
like
complaining.
really angry that I was there, and like one time I was in a group
Really
of people.
angry. I was there.
why are you even there?
Billie, why are you
Yeah,
here?
that's how I felt like just in the restaurant trying to enjoy food,
That's-
and everyone in there who's French is looking
Look at
over, like giving dirty looks, and I'm thinking, look, like
She just asked for more cheese.
I'm
like,
trying to enjoy the
fuck?
cuisine.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Nah, like pretty much, like there's just a lot going on over there. From, like,
yeah,
the
Right,
people
squad,
that I've
isn't it?
spoken to who are from France, it's always a situation where there's always one problem.
yeah.
It's never fixed. every single president that gets there, like the previous one, he was a mug. This year, Emmanuel Macron, he's also
He
a
was.
prick. And it's like
So I feel like they're just angry people.
they're just
so
angry at everything. Like they're angry at the tax rise, this and that, boom, boom, boom. And then even with like the yellow vest riots,
yeah,
like you could obviously see those guys, they rioted for months. And they weren't doing Black Lives Matter march. They were just rioting for whatever. Like they were just there. And then
I'm
they're
sure
always
in France they
complaining.
get training on that, like in school.
definitely.
Like this is how to riot. You know, this is the
And then
gears
there's
you need.
always a strike for whatever reason.
I was gonna say that, like, we have, we know people who lived here and then moved there, and they say that every year there has to be a certain amount of strikes.
Really?
So, like,
Oh,
yeah,
we've not met our
like
strikes
they're
quite
actually
this
meeting
year.
yeah.
Their numbers are boys.
Every
Get
month,
them yellow
like, there's
vests.
always
That's
a strike.
crazy,
And I'm
yeah.
like,
Who would've
right,
thought that?
England
That's
doesn't
fucked.
move like that. When
Nah,
do they
not
even
at all.
strike?
Ever. I mean, I remember there was that thing about uni teachers striking, but that's about it.
Yeah, apart
Sometimes
from that.
TFL strikes here and there, but not
Oh,
for a
yeah.
while. Yeah, it's been
Them
a while.
man, they need to get back on job.
They do.
They're on their knees to get us back to work. That Dettol poster was disgusting.
I don't think I
poster?
saw
What
that.
poster?
So basically, Dettol put a poster on the TFL,
Oh, okay, yeah,
and it was
I saw
basically like that 7 a.m. feeling, the birds chirping.
Oh, I saw that.
Dettol, fuck off, because how are you trying to make me go back to work? Of all the companies, like, when I saw it made no sense. I guess what's happening is Dettol's providing the hand sanitizers for.
Clean everything.
Yeah,
And that.
but don't tell me to go back to it. I'm not listening to Dettol.
I heard that.
7
At
a.m.
least-
the birds are chirping.
Like, get out of here, man.
I'm not here for that ish.
No, that's when people are fighting at barking.
What?
Usually.
Just trying to see.
Yeah, man, they're just trying to get a chair. Some people just trying to push and shove.
Yeah, that commute. People are angry. Like it's
Yeah.
7 a.m. and people are on the train with like rage. I'm
100%. I don't miss that at all, man.
like, no.
WF.
I definitely missed that, man.
WFH for a while,
see
B.
people
For
fighting.
As far as like travel and stuff, though, like, what would you like say like your dream situation would be as far as like?
Dream situation. I definitely have to say I'm more like island, beach vibes.
Yeah.
Like they're the destinations I definitely seek out more. I would love to travel South America. I feel like that's like really big on my list. Like I'll definitely make that happen. Not right now because other stuff I'm focusing on, but definitely like in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Maybe my 30th. Like who knows?
Yeah,
But
that'll be lit.
yeah, definitely more like beach, tropical destinations than just like maybe city breaks, like weekends.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
island vibe is like what I
keep-
seek
like-
out.
I don't blame
The
you.
Zanzibar, the Seychelles, you know.
Yeah, Seychelles I really, really want to go to.
Yeah.
Yo, these places sound tropical. You know them ones where the water's just blue.
Yeah.
Wake up, blue.
Yeah,
clear.
blue. Wake
Step
up.
your foot in there.
Yeah,
And
you
you
know.
can just see it, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh wow, it's so nice.
You
to
go
like-
South End, yeah.
It's
It's
20.
different.
Go
Bring up
South
South
End.
End.
You put your foot in the
That water
sea
is
there. It's gross.
Dirty.
You putting white socks is coming back green.
Yeah.
Literally.
South
Literally.
End. Ooh, Charles the ghetto. But longest pier in the world. Don't give them
Did you
disgusting
ever have to
records.
do that school trip along the pier?
Nah. What primary school was this that made you do that?
No, my secondary school, Grace Convent.
Wow.
It was a geography trip.
Why is Grace
They made you walk the pier?
making them do this?
Yeah, but it was like, you know, you get to take the train like down to the end of the pier to experience.
Yo,
Like, I
that's
don't know if it
hilarious.
goes the whole way because I'm sure it burnt or something. But yeah, we was on that train.
That's mad.
Oh, that's long
Yeah, that
still.
was our school trip.
Trying to get
you
the
know,
girls
like,
together,
they
you
had
know.
a good budget.
Trying to get the girls together. That's
Literally.
crazy. But yeah, no, there's some good destinations on there for sure.
Yeah.
I guess we just have to watch this space and continue following all the places you go to and the recommendations you have.
I feel like there's a point where you're literally at least one place like almost like every single like week for at some point. Like
yeah, I feel like that was a good year.
Yeah.
It's not been like that for a while, but I have actually just started my own like travel company. So I'm now like a qualified independent travel agent. So
I see.
yeah, so like
Okay.
I can find out the best rates on like flights, hotels, and then like
That's what's
activities, visas,
Yeah.
everything like that. So focusing on that at the moment, then hopefully that will allow me to travel like more as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, hopefully opens many doors. So I guess
definitely.
it's nice that you're starting it and actually trying to do it for yourself and not necessarily doing it for someone else, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially at this time as well, because I think with a lot of companies going out of business,
There's a gap in the market.
there's of course a gap in the market that needs to be
Definitely.
filled, and from that, people are gonna go on holiday regardless.
The aviation
100%,
market
like you have
jumps off a
to,
cliff.
like it's your life. Yeah, like that makes you happy going on holiday. So I feel like you should still be able to have that right. Like you don't get a holiday often, so like people really look forward to that 1 or 2 holidays a year.
Yeah.
So
You
can't stop
would you
it.
fly with Ryanair for £5?
do you know what?
There won't be any seats.
100%, and then the
holding
amount
on
my
to them.
luggage is gonna cost.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it wouldn't
yeah,
even
yeah,
make the
yeah,
flight
yeah.
worth it. Like I
Yo,
could have
it's them
flied
ones I
better
have
for
to ask.
EasyJet.
Like £5? Are we flying on a bird or something? Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
Ryanair as well. Like, not gonna lie, it's not the best airline.
It's not.
Don't
No,
rate it
it's
at all. So
We're here for easy, and that's about it.
yeah,
BA shot themselves in the foot. I ain't seen anything like it. And same for Virgin.
I know.
Virgin's done out
Crazy
here.
to see.
For
That
real?
was sad
Yeah.
though, because I actually really enjoyed like if you had a long haul flight, I did like Virgin. Preferred Qatar, but Virgin was still like a good option.
Yeah.
But they're all literally like.
Yeah. It's
Gone.
a bad time right now.
It is. It's actually quite
Yeah.
scary. Like STA Travel as well. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. That company.
Yeah.
I've booked so much of them, and it's like really good deals. And apparently they're
Looking a bit shaky.
closing down now.
Oh,
like I know
really?
people who
Damn.
have booked holidays with them for next year, and they're like being cancelled. Apparently the companies.
Yeah.
Last minute must
That's
be
awful.
shaking.
Bro, I mean, I guess the good thing is though, like I say it's the worst of the pandemic. Let's just obviously not jinx anything, but
Yeah,
hopefully
'cause
things will recover.
definitely.
And hopefully by then you'll be able to like build your clientele. So,
Yeah.
like, I think the good thing about your situation is that you've been away so much that if people ask you questions,
Yeah, like it's definitely.
you're drawing from real life experience. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
definitely. Like even before I started the travel company, if my friends, like for example, I knew people was going on holiday to Bali, so I made them a little like travel itinerary of
Yeah,
like
that's
what
dope.
to
That's
book, where to
amazing.
stay, what areas to go to. Because I think the best advice you can get is for someone who's been there and stayed in multiple different places, and they can tell you what those places are like, and then
Yeah.
if that's what you're looking for, like it's a lot better.
It's more accommodating because I've been places where I just wing it, and sometimes it might not work
It's a
out
risky
very
game,
well.
man.
Do you know what
It
I'm saying?
is a risky game. I've done the same, and sometimes you think, do you know what? If I'd have actually spoken to someone,
Could have been so much better.
yeah, I could have planned it, could have
Yeah.
realised, I could have actually done that or gone there instead, or this isn't that far away, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I get that. Alright, so on to the next topic. What does it take to actually be positive vibes? So I don't know. A lot of people claim to be positive vibes, but what actually goes into being positive vibes?
Essential oils, sage
Essential-
burning.
Have a lot of essential oils, you know,
Yeah.
spot on.
Yo, what?
I need some context behind specifically why you brought it up.
He knows
really?
about the essential
You with the
oils.
crystals?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm trying to get into that bag. I'm trying to
Nah,
date those
essential
kind of
oils.
girls
I've
now.
looked into essential oils. Essential oils is something else, but crystals and sage burning, I just don't understand it. Man.
Nah, I'm trying to.
Crystals is like-
Like
what?
realigning
No, do
chakra,
you know what?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
have crystals.
Seriously?
Yeah, I
Really?
actually have a couple. I've only just recently like started them because I started like this like healing group like
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
like 7-8 weeks ago now. So you learn a bit more about like meditation, like the chakra, like your
Demi
core
needs to join
spine
this
and
group.
everything.
Yo, this is my type of woman. You know?
I'll invite you to the WhatsApp group.
Bro, bring me in. I'm definitely trying to hit it up. Like, it's the type of girls that will say, oh, "You're such an Aquarius." Of course.
I don't. You know what? I actually don't. I don't.
You know, oops. In it's because, what's it?
What's
Mercury's
it?
in micrograde or something.
Yeah, and the full moons play a big part in your mood.
Oh my goodness.
No, that's your earth sign. What's your moon sign?
I didn't even know there was 2 types. So
Wait,
like,
what?
I only rep gang signs. That's what I do.
You got to have a bit of both. You got to
You do.
You know,
that's true.
gang signs still welcome.
Gang signs and prayers.
Let's not talk about that.
Perfect mix.
That's what it is. Alright, so.
But yeah, no, like I've just recently started to get into that a bit more.
Yeah.
I feel like it does help in keeping you grounded and stuff, and it's quite interested once you like do research. But I feel like positive vibes, you know, you've got to be real and you've got to understand like what positive vibes is. Positive vibes doesn't mean you're happy with a smile on your face 24/7 because that is false and that is just unrealistic. I feel like positive vibes is, you know, being able to like deal with your emotions and understand them. So of course, like I get angry, I can get pissed off and I'm upset, and you've got to feel those emotions, like it's important, but then address them, like work them out, understand why something triggered you or you reacted that way, and then deal with them and then move on. Like don't hold on to the bad
100%.
thoughts because it's draining. It really is.
100%.
No, I get that. That is the best way of thinking about it. I guess it is just. I guess being positive vibes can be tricky, but it's something I think everyone should work towards.
100%. Like it's a commitment to yourself. You know, you commit 8 hours a day to going to work, so you've got to commit an hour a day to like learning about your mindset, like self-discovery, self-growth. Like it's not easy, and I feel like it is literally a lifelong journey. So you have to get into personal development. You know, read books, have vision boards, like set yourself weekly goals. You know, do all of these small things that like.
I didn't make notes, man.
Yo,
she spit.
Billy's preaching right now.
Billy's spit.
If you're listening, I'm taking all of that stuff with me.
Yeah.
But that's so true. Do you feel like, because you raised the crystals and all of that sort of stuff before, do you think like that adds to it and that helps?
I definitely think it does add to it. And, you know, for example, like some of the meditation and healing classes that I'll do at the moment, it's once a week with like a group of girls, and I have my friend Faye who's like leading it. She'll lead us through it. So, you know, it's all about grounding yourself, and it's all about like getting the negative energy out of your body and seeing like all of this positive energy like coming through the core of the earth, like into you and grounding you. So you learn about like archangels and stuff like that, and obviously like your root chakra. So I feel like, again, you know, 2 years ago I would have really laughed at that and I wouldn't have taken it seriously, but I feel like as my like personal development's grown and grown, it's only now that I've started to take an interest and understand it more. So
What made you want? What was the switching point? What made you think like, oh, I gotta do this?
I feel like, you know, I've been focusing on a lot of like healing, and I feel like, you know, positive vibes, like there's things that have happened to everyone in the past that still affects you now, you know, understanding your...
It's therapy in that as well.
Yeah, it is. It's literally like therapy.
I've been saying this, man, them need to go therapy more. Not that I do it, but I would, it's something I'm definitely going to try. Maybe 2021 open myself up to more. So it's just things you don't even know that you're feeling, and that someone could point it out and be like,
wow, I've been
Definitely.
harboring this my whole life.
Yeah.
So that's the way.
Exactly. Until you speak to that person who is trained to spot that and can help you realise maybe why you've been feeling that. You don't know. Like, I think every single person should go therapy, some form of therapy or counselling. I feel like it should be in schools. Like, every pupil should have that, because you might not even know you need it, but you know, to talk about your problems, that is how you solve them. So 100%. Why would you not go to therapy and talk about things? Like, it's like a no-brainer when you really like deep it.
Of course.
It makes sense. And I guess these are all things that can help to us having positive vibes.
Definitely.
I guess a lot of the reason why people aren't is because they're harbouring emotions, or they don't know how to deal with it. Yeah.
Of course.
I think it's also a cultural thing as well.
It is.
I agree.
You have like a lot of people. I'm not sure about British culture, but let's just say African culture. Like certain things, for example, women, they're taught very much to hold things.
Yeah.
And just to be strong sometimes. With the men, it's like, it's even with the men, it's like they're taught just to hold things.
Probably worse, isn't it?
And put things
Definitely.
aside because you have other matters to attend to.
Of
so
course.
it's like, when it comes to the mental state of an individual, sometimes when it comes to the expression,
Mm-hmm.
it's not necessarily being vulnerable or just breaking down. It's just confronting them and then
Definitely.
breaking through. Those things they need to be
They need to be
expanded on,
discussed.
especially within this community, because it's like
100%.
it's not
Even
talked
like
about.
the British culture, I feel like, you know, if you looked at maybe like my mum's generation and before that, no one would speak about their feelings.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if you
It
was
was
feeling
weird.
stressed, you would still have a smile on your face and you'd go to work. Like, there was no like mental health days or talking about that. Even a lot of men, like, you know,
Mental health wasn't even a thing.
no, it was literally
Like,
not
after
even
World War One,
a thing.
which I found really interesting, was that loads of men just came back with PTSD and they just didn't know how to cope
How to
with
deal
it.
with it, yeah, like, and there was no support for them, so they're all like experiencing trauma of the war,
Of
and
course. It's like, of course you're mad, you just lost your best friend at war.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know how to deal with it, they just shut down. And a lot of them came back came back home and were just shells of them former selves. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it was a body walking around, but they were empty. But that's because they didn't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
So I guess mental health has come a long way, but
definitely.
there's
Still got a way
there's
to
still
go.
progress to be made.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely, like there can still be stereotype around certain things. So I think it's about like easing it into people's everyday lives more, like different cultures, you know, making people know that it is okay to talk about it, and every single person experience it. I don't care who you are, like how old you are, where you're from, anyone, like every single person experience it. So we just need to normalise it, normalise
Yeah.
talking
Facts.
about it.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, again, we'll see. But I think all of that stuff culminates in making someone who could be positive vibes, and you see that, especially when I think the best example of a celebrity that I've seen, you know, really do the necessary things to actually want to be happy was Rams, because you look at him, had this massive success, maybe had your life changes like that, and then at one point Rams was suicidal, and he's, you know, making much, I don't want to say making much better music, but he's making music to a high quality. He looks like he's taking care of himself.
Yeah.
You know, and he looks like a good person, like the sort of person you want to hang around with as well.
Definitely.
So
You don't really know what these people are going through behind closed
You
doors at the end
don't.
of the day. Do you know what I mean?
You really don't. You don't know what experiences they've had. Yeah, like you said, like what battles they're facing, because
Sure.
everyone's facing battles. You know what I mean?
Facts,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's like for people to see that as well, and to see like the change
that's so
in him.
true. Yeah,
It's
and it was
like-
clear as day. Like the change, it was a change that was conscious as well. That he wanted to make it. You know, some people make changes, and you feel like they're struggling, or it's not a change that they would make willingly. But he definitely wanted to go about and make that change, and it was an interesting change to see as well.
Absolutely.
And yeah, he's someone that definitely wish all the best to as well, because
Of course,
seems like a good guy.
Definitely, and it just shows as well that like he's normal, and like, where you was able to see that, you know, it wasn't hidden. So you've seen him
Exactly.
for what he really
Yeah.
is. Like, so I think it's like inspiring for people to see that,
That's
and
so
they'll
true.
be able to relate to him a lot, which is why I think like certain influencers and celebrities like on Instagram, if you was to actually just be a bit more real and show your bad days and your
Yeah.
struggles instead of always showing this like perfect life.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we saw with a
Like-
lot of people from Love Island, isn't it? Three people from the show have, you know, or involved in the show have now passed away.
Yeah.
It's that whole facade of having to be someone you're not, which creates, I can't even imagine, like Muggy Mike, well, I shouldn't call him that, but Mike from Love Island,
Yeah.
his situation was so sad because he was doing shows and they were saying you have to behave like the prick.
In this,
And
yeah, he had
apparently
to play that character.
Apparently he was lovely, like, you know,
Nice
would
dude.
yeah,
I've heard
get
that
people,
he was like the nicest person, like really friendly, really funny, but
he had to play that person. And I think on top of that, people will meet you and expect you to be this prick that you're not. And that's hard to go through life, having those people having those misconceptions about you.
Yeah,
definitely, especially like people who are on TV and reality stars and that, you know, you think like the trolling that you get, and you think sometimes we've probably all watched a TV show and maybe you've gone on Twitter and made a tweet like, oh, what did he do with that person? But then you think you're actually talking about someone, and all of this banter people were having at other people's expenses. Like, imagine being that person and then reading all this stuff that people are saying about you. Like,
personal life at the end of the day.
exactly. Like, it's gonna be hard.
Yo, that's me apologising to AJ Tracy then. So if there's a grime mean tweets at what they do in America,
like even like the Adele thing, for example, like
that was weird.
Like, in my mind, obviously, I mean, I'm not Jamaican, so I can't really say anything about it.
But they didn't seem to have a problem.
They didn't, but I think the internet I think we all just have really like short-term memory. Like people will take the mick out of someone one day, and the next day say, "Oh, we all got to be nice to each other."
Yeah, and then preaching like, let's be nice online, but you're the same person who's
running memes about Adele. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, but I think I don't think it was mean. It wasn't mean spirited. The shit was funny.
Some of it was funny. I get that.
Hello, on the dance floor. Come on.
Hello, from the other side.
Yeah, that was one. That one did make me laugh.
But I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things, that people need to be a bit more mindful of people's emotions, you know. And obviously, positive vibes. It's not a given. You're not always going to be happy, but as long as you're going to confront your emotions,
exactly,
it's an important thing to do.
Definitely. As long as you deal them, address them, and try and hide them, then
that's the best way to go about it.
That's being positive. Like.
Okay, so next topic is, I guess, fashion related. So it was about, I put it down as baggy jeans, but it was more just it was
when I first saw it, I was like, baggy jeans, yeah, I know.
But it was more things that were in fashion that aren't anymore, or have like left fashion, if that makes sense. I guess the best place to start would be baggy jeans, and I never want to see them return.
Sometimes I look at old pictures and I think to myself,
What
some questionable choices.
Was I making?
Oh boy, terrible. We don't want to see that come. Oh, you're saying it's technically come back?
Yeah, it has.
You think so?
But when we say baggy jeans, like, I need a bit more detail. Like, there's different types of baggy jeans. So what ones we?
So like, for example, boot cut jeans. So for example, like back in the day, it was boot cut jeans, black Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
There was a time.
They can stay there.
Boot cuts with Air Force Ones, just swallowing the kicks, man.
Yeah, like, I know exactly which ones you're. Yeah.
That used to be the vibe, but now, like, I'm seeing
that is uncomfortable.
Certain trends where it's leading towards that. For example, like jack-ups. If you had jack-ups, that's your job.
That was it. Yeah.
Like, your parents, they've not really
I
given
remember
money
in
to go and
school,
buy new
like,
trousers.
people
used to
would
be a
say,
thing.
like, you get your jeans from Tesco's.
Yeah.
Let's all go to Tesco's where they buy the best
Tesco's
clothes that
Yeah, so pretty much it's like certain trends, of course, like with the jack-ups, like with the crop trousers and stuff like that. Like, you're seeing certain things come back. Some things come in style. But the baggy jeans, I'm not too sure about baggy jeans. I might go to slim jeans where it's nice and comfy, but it's still got the slim swords. It's just.
I agree. Baggy jeans like that.
Swinging.
Yeah.
When
not
it rains
really.
as well. Nah.
And they're just like wet at the bottom, like hanging in the puddle. Like,
that's gross.
That's
when
what
it
stay
rains,
there.
it's just there, and then the back of your heel
gets dirty.
Do you know what certain girls used to wear that I never want to see return? Wedges. Them shits is disgusting.
What's that?
What's your beef with wedges?
What, like wedges, trainer wedges, or wedges like shoe wedges?
The heels that
on the actual shoe.
What
on
the wait,
wedges? Is it wedges? I'm sure it's wedges.
It's like got that like massive heel on it, right?
Yeah, and it was apparently
like
they were wearing it because it's a pair of shoes, but apparently girls are wearing it.
The high heel.
Yeah,
they're in.
Let me see if I can.
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
Yeah, you know, you see like this.
Oh yeah. I feel like loads of people still wear them.
When I worked in River Island, I remember selling them bears.
Yeah, I feel like they're still.
Should have burnt them.
I mean, I think I actually own a pair like that, sort of. So.
Yo, it's sticky.
Save your chest now.
Should I burn them, or do you know what? I wear them for me.
You know what? That's the most important thing about this topic. If you're wearing stuff and we're saying,
wear it for yourself,
do it for yourself. But nah, them shits. It's not.
So
I'm not with it.
What do you hate about them?
I don't know. I think it's the same beef that I have with kitten heels. It's that just wear heels.
Kitten heels.
Like, you know, just don't.
Just do it properly.
Yeah. Kitten heels is.
Do you know why girls wear them wedges? Because they're really comfortable.
Yeah, that's what I've been told, but
Really
how am I gonna?
How
That's misogynistic. I was about to say, well, don't be. Ride it out.
You're down.
Ride the hills till the wheels fall off. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I'm not a fan of wedges. But that's just for me.
It's becoming a bit baggy because I think people are just done with the skinny stuff.
Just want to do something different.
Yeah, because I think it got so skinny as well. Like, it got past, like, jeans got past skinny. They were like,
That was
are
those
they your
Essex boys,
size
though.
or like?
Yeah, it's just literally.
Yeah.
Like they had like the spray on jeans. where it's
Essex
like
boys
literally-
ruined it, man.
Spray
It was
on
them.
jeans.
Yeah, like they were literally like skin
Oh
tight.
yeah, I
like,
thought you meant
yeah.
actual spray on jeans for a second. I've been at work. I was actually thinking it can, like spraying, and I thought, wait, what? I never saw them.
And your man will have their balls out just swinging.
You're stupid, bro. I can't believe that.
That's disgusting. Yo, if someone did that, get the fuck out of my house.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Man, them there just like this.
Oh
Billy,
my
that's the
goodness.
funniest moment on this pod. That's disgusting. I'm just like, it's gross.
That's wild.
I was really picturing like the can, and it comes out like denim, and I was thinking, wow,
I'm
like,
living a graffiti.
you know when you hear that ball inside.
I'm in tears. I'm actually in tears.
Yo, it's them ones like, Mum, who's moved my spray on jeans? This is actual spray.
Jesus.
Oh, that's special, man. That's.
I'm inconsolable. Okay.
No, but
What are you gonna say?
I feel like
What, you gonna say we can rock it?
You was gonna say you've seen
No,
it.
I can't see it. I can rock it because I'm not. I'm not letting this stuff hang out. Like, what am I doing, bro? And then walk to church and then sit nah, bro.
Just balls out preaching.
And then just swinging.
One's out here like Tarzan.
Nah, I can't have that at all.
No,
never.
that's enough.
Yo. They're
Never,
asking me
never.
to get off the stage, and on the third day, no one's listening. Your balls are out.
It's just that skinny. It's just too tight.
Yeah.
You took it a bit too far.
Do you know what I
But then,
think?
like, when this slim, it's just sometimes it's just cozy right now. And even like the joggers as well. Like the joggers have gone from skinny. to
Tracksuits
just-
becoming fashionable has just been a massive W, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's cozy. Like, bro, you could just walk anywhere and it's fine. No one's profiling you, anything like. You're cozy.
100%.
And do you know what? Like, there's actually like tracksuits that I really like, and I
Yeah,
think they look
there's
really
really
good.
fashionable
So I'm
ones.
glad that people like. I remember back in the day, if you wore a tracksuit, people were like, "Oh, you're a chav."
Yeah.
But
Down
I
on the
like it. I
market.
like the tracksuit look, and it's comfy.
That's the main thing.
Comfort is key.
innit? Comfort is key, man.
really is.
Yeah, no. I was gonna make a point, but I can't remember now. Still can't get off spray-ons. That's just it. But yeah, no, it's good that like comfort is being something has become something that a lot of these guys companies are considering. I think the Kardashians actually could be thanked for that a bit. I don't know how it look. Biker shorts look comfortable. I don't know. Are they?
Yeah, they are.
Can you
really
confirm more than I?
I can confirm that they are very comfortable, and I do wear them to lounge in a lot, or even go out sometimes now because I just feel like you can.
Do you think like a shoe like Yeezys would have been popular 5, maybe even 10 years ago?
Shoe specialist, Eman. Could you
Yeah.
confirm more than that?
Because that was the whole point.
No, but
Because if you actually, this is a great topic because this recently happened. But Kanye West went on Nick Cannon's Cannon class, and basically he was talking about redesigning the Nike Roshi runs.
Yeah.
And he said that I gotta make the next Roshi run and make it comfortable, and basically take the Nike Roshi run out of the equation. I'm just rephrasing what he said, and
more or
he's
less
done
what he
it.
said.
He done
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
He's
he
done
done that.
Everybody's wearing Yeezys. I've seen a guy who can't walk his dog in the field wearing Yeezys. And it's
What?
like, yeah,
Dog
I've seen
walkers out here in
people. I've seen
Yeezys,
people.
yeah. That's the way they're
I'm
moving.
more on the fact that my guy's got Yeezys and he's can't walk like.
But he's walking.
The way he's walking is odd, fam. he needs to realign his knees, but
So I don't even know if that's a surgery.
I can actually picture what you mean now. By the way, all you had to say was realigning the knees. And
What's the surgeon gonna be like? Oh well, today we got a knee realignment. Like
like those guys that are going to the gym, they're wearing Yeezys. Everyone's wearing Yeezys. So
true.
Your question was, can a shoe like the Roshi one come back again?
I mean, not the Roshi runs, but my question more was,
would it have been popular?
Would it have been popular 5-10 years ago? I don't know. I kind of don't think so, just because of the shoe we were wearing back then.
What shoes were we even wearing back then?
The Roshi ones.
Nah, Roshis aren't 10 years old, are they?
Roshi's
2014.
I think I had him in 15 when I was 15, I think.
God, what was he wearing 10 years ago? What would he have been in?
Yeah, how old
I
was
guess
he?
14. So it would have been in secondary school.
Yeah, because...
Do you remember those trainers with the 90 on the side?
Total 90s?
Circle, yeah.
Did you have a pair?
That? Yeah, I did.
Oh, god damn. The Total 90s was an error, man.
G's and Total 90s.
G's and Total 90s.
Every boy was rocking jeans and Total 90s.
Disco was popping, you know? That's what I'm saying. And the thing is, I had them bad boys on, the girls were onto me.
Hella grip on the floor.
I feel like the 95s, the Air Max 1s, they'll just be forever a staple.
Yeah, the 95s are beautiful though.
Yeah.
That's a real shoe. But yeah, no, that's interesting. Is there anything else that we think was out of fashion or do you know what there used to be like those pumps girls used to wear to school. You know, how it was black shoes and it was shoes that girls used to have to wear to school.
What ones though?
I don't know, I can't explain it. And then it had like a little thing there, just about there.
Like a bow?
Yeah.
No. So it was that...
Was it a ballet shoe?
Plimsolls?
Nah, it weren't plimsolls.
Oh, like the ballet styled ones, the black, and it was like sort of went like that, and it had a little. Yeah, I never wore them, to be fair.
What did you wear to school? Did you guys wear kickers?
I think only in Grace Convent, only if you had like the shoe ones. I think I had kickers, but I weren't allowed to wear them to school.
Gosh, Grace Convent, man.
Grace Convent was strict. I was only allowed a black or navy. Was it even black or maybe navy and white hairband?
Wow.
Was there nuns in there?
Right, there wasn't nuns like actually in the school, but just next door, like our tennis courts of PE were in the nuns' garden.
Okay.
Like their garden. So sometimes, like, if you got sent out from class and you was in the corridor, like sometimes the nuns were just randomly walking in and out the school.
Right, that was a common misconception of us.
Yeah,
everyone was like, the nuns live in your school. I was like, no, they don't.
I thought the nuns taught them.
No.
For real?
Yeah, that was the impression.
That
was the impression I was under. That's normally what happens when a school's a convent.
Really?
They're normally taught by the nuns.
I feel like maybe more like back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I feel like now, even when we was at school, like, you know, other schools that were similar.
Was there other schools similar?
Actually, no.
You're the only single sex school in the area, aren't you?
No, what about Ursulines?
Who?
Who was that? That was still in Essex, and that was an all-girls school.
Said who?
That's some other ends.
Yeah,
that's definitely not any RM that we know of.
No.
Is it not? I feel like maybe it was like
Ursuline.
Yeah. It's definitely a thing.
Are you sure?
She's made that up. Yo, if you go to Ursuline, like, hit us. Well, don't, because you're
not. Like, was it real? Am I lying?
Exactly. We don't know. We actually don't know.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, I guess it's an interesting topic since we all were in the same area. The schools that are around here, like, was you always going to go to Grace Convent?
It wasn't even my choice. It was my mum's. So my mum knew from the moment she put me in St Thomas's that I was going Grace Convent. You know, when you had the application, you had to put 3 choices. My mum put 1. I was like, Mum, can I pick up the backup? Can I pick the backup? She was like, there is no backup. That's where you're going. I was like, okay.
Brentwood.
See?
So what? It's a real thing?
It is.
It's a real thing, but it's in Brentwood.
Yeah, I'm not trying to...
I wasn't lying.
I mean, I didn't think you were lying. I was just like, I've never heard of this school. There's only one school that I knew of in Brentwood, and that was the Brentwood Academy, I think. But never mind. Could have gone Willie Edge, you know. That would have been an option. Would have turned out different. Hanging out with Malachi and Harold and them, man. Shout out.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
I think Marley Trust is Chafford.
Fair enough.
I literally live right by the school, so.
Eman, what about you? Click on Gable Hall.
I don't even know, man. I think it was Gray's.
Grey School.
Grey School.
Grey School.
Wild.
Yes, that's not the one.
Campus or William Edwards. But basically, it was campus basically because it's right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, why would you not?
Yeah.
Just makes sense.
How far did you live from
Maybe like 10 minutes in the car, probably like 20-minute walk.
Oh, that's perfect.
The funny thing is, I live dead in the centre of like campus and Grey School.
So it could have been.
It could have.
So it would have done a roll of the dice, man. Talking different fates.
Yeah, but the thing is, I probably would have. It was always going to be campus anyway.
Yeah, you was never gonna go Grey School.
Nah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Nah, that's cool. School's kind of sketchy. It might have changed now, but I knew when we were young, it weren't a good school.
Nah, not at all.
Not at all. All right. So next topic, fourth topic for today. Should the eat out to help out scheme continue?
Well,
I mean, certain places are doing it. I know the government said, "Yo, you man, I hope you enjoyed, but we're not providing this anymore."
Yeah.
I've seen some restaurants say we're continuing it into September. But do you think the government should have continued it? I was even thinking, yo, you man need to continue this for the rest of the year.
I was thinking up until like Halloween, October 31st. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Like, I was really enjoying the eat out scheme, and I think a lot of people still are actually scared about the coronavirus. So if it weren't for that scheme, maybe not as many people would have been encouraged to go out.
Yeah,
and
of course.
if you was eating out on like one of those days, and then I was going to a restaurant on a day that weren't that, dead. But then on the eat out scheme, it's like
Super busy. The first day I was
tired.
2 hour wait for Nando's.
Hey, that happened to me. I'm not doing this, man.
Definitely
I like
not.
Nando's, but I'm not doing that.
I'm not waiting 2 hours.
Nah, that's
like,
gross.
Man, forget it.
Them extra hots can wait. Like, there's no need for that.
£3 for what, 10 wings? I'm sick, bro.
Are
you kidding
Yo,
me, bro?
McDonald's was the disgusting one. I could get a quarter pounder with cheese.
McDonald's one.
It's gross, man. I'm telling you, 20 chicken nuggets and a Big Mac meal for £4.
Wow.
That's a W to me. But yes.
Yeah, but the thing is, you could have done that with Uber Eats.
Nah, you can't. No, so the trick was I would go to McDonald's, pretend I was eating in, and I'll cut.
Don't know what you're doing. Demi's walking in there with a coat, looking around.
Looking like left to right. Down.
Well, it was delicious, man.
Yeah.
Good times were
Best
had.
for
I did that with
Respect.
Uber Eats though. But I mean, I hear what you mean because I got a Big Mac, 20 nuggets. I went large. The Uber Eats £15 off.
We know about your little trick.
But then again, I think like the plan shouldn't have been implemented in the first place because now it creates a problem of
100%.
now everybody's no longer coming out to eat. You've
So-
now created another issue where you have to implement it again.
Definitely, because the restaurants now are not going to be better off anything. They're going to be worse again because you've given them a little influx of customers for that short period of time, and then now the scheme stops. Everyone's like, "Well, do I want to go and eat out again?"
I think what's interesting though, and it tells you the state of the economy at the moment. A lot of companies opt to just continue doing it.
They need the money, essentially. They need the money.
So
They do. They need the customer. They need people to be coming back. So
I wish they did it for more days though. I wish it wasn't just Monday to Wednesday.
what you trying to do? Live large. Live large. Don't worry about the price.
If it was like the weekend, like it would be better because obviously no one's working.
Yeah, but I think
Definitely.
they just
No
couldn't
one's
afford that. Yeah, that was the thing. They were scared. I think they probably would have considered it, but if it had been the weekend, they would have had to put up so much because more people would go. Definitely.
and then they would have lost like it would just been more expensive for them to do like in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Is it probably going to affect us?
I remember the first time I had it, I was like, yo, this is nuts. A £30 meal went down to 15. So that's a W already there. So it was a massive help, and I wish I'd taken advantage of it more. I think just because it was a weekdays, you might not be.
It's hard because like you're
to get out,
working
exactly.
and then weekdays as well, where I'm like getting stuff done, and you've got a meeting here, or you plan to do this then, so you don't always have the spare time to go out for dinner.
Yeah,
I mean, they're even saying they're looking at like potentially a 4-day weekend or a 4-day week, just to encourage people to go out and try and boost the economy. So
as in 4 days of work.
Yeah, so I don't know, Monday to
Thursday.
what am I saying? Tuesday to Friday.
Tuesday to Friday. That'll be a dream, man.
Yeah, really, I'd love that.
That'd be a dream.
I'm a
I
supporter.
wouldn't. Yeah.
Where's the petition? I'll sign
Yeah,
it
let's
now.
do
I
it.
need that.
Let's go on strike.
What is it? So you're telling
So
me?
they're saying, in order to try and boost the economy, to encourage people to go out more, because you spend more money on the weekends. They're saying a 4-day week potentially. It's something they've considered.
Is that actually like they're actually talking
Yeah.
about that?
I need
Well,
that.
yeah, because obviously
need
we're in strange times. So
Yeah, of course, the economy's like.
But then
Yes.
again, I think yes, it may be effective, but
it's
it's going to be a situation where people's work week, the
It's
way
just
people
gonna-
schedule things as well.
But I don't
Yeah.
know, because we say that, and we seem to be okay when we go back after a bank holiday. Like, it's never in turmoil, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I
We
suppose.
can pick up the slack on the Tuesday, I guess. It just might be a bit more, but
100%. I can't remember which country in Europe does that, and they actually get more productivity
yeah,
from their workers.
do you know what? That's actually
that they have
interesting.
like, I think it's like a shorter day and less days a week. So
Yeah.
in those hours,
Because I don't
you're
think
more
I'd go out on the
focused.
Sunday, if that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't do anything reckless. So it wouldn't change my situation that much. But
Yeah.
you know, when you have a bank holiday and you go into that week, you just feel. We
Feel
have
like
one
you're
recently,
nicer,
I
don't
just-
you?
Yeah.
my productivity was way high. I could feel it.
100%.
So
I'd love that, man. I'd love it.
it's a dream.
Same.
Boris, we know you're not
Sign me
good
up.
for much, bro.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
We know Boris ain't good for much, but if he can make that happen,
Nah, Zayn.
he's not getting my vote, but we'll say thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Like, I'll do that, defo.
All right. So, final topic. We want to discuss your daily affirmations and words of advice. I guess similar to the first topic. What made you want to start doing it? I guess it feeds into your whole positive vibes sort of.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like, you've got to motivate yourself and you've got to talk to yourself positively and like with encouragement. So, for example, when I get up to start the day, I'll always think about 3 things that I'm grateful for. And then you feel happy, so you're in a good mindset. So then it's like, right, what else can I do? So positive affirmations I like to start the day with is like, I believe in my power to create the life that I desire. I'll like go over that one every morning, like have a vision board, so that's like one that's stuck up on there.
That's dope.
Another one is what's another one I always see? I will not compare myself to others, because comparison is the thief of joy, which it really is.
Yeah, 100%.
You compare yourself to other people and their achievements of what they're doing, what they look like, and then you feel bad about yourself, whereas the only person you should compare yourself to is the person you was yesterday.
Yeah.
You're your competition. Like, you just want to be improving against yourself, not anyone else. So I feel like that's definitely one to focus on as well.
I get that. That's
Yeah.
good. I guess it's just interesting because you see them on on your timeline. It's just nice to have positivity, because Instagram can be a lot of fakery and
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's a highlight reel, essentially.
Oh, yeah,
It's your
it's
time.
mad fake. Like,
Yeah.
conversation I had yesterday, it was with a model. Shout out to her. Probably get on the podcast.
well, your phone's in a mug.
Wasn't my phone, but yeah, basically we had a conversation about a lot of things, and we're just saying like there are plenty of people out here just faking it and making money,
They are.
super money. So it's like if you try and emulate that, it could be your misery.
I feel like
Definitely.
a lot of people aren't being honest to themselves either.
Yeah.
It's not
That's
truthful.
that's a hard life to live, man. Cause some people I see on Instagram and I'm just like, I don't know, like, are you that happy as you
See
present?
through.
Yeah, you see
Almost
through
see
it big
through,
time.
Yeah, I
Always
feel like
smiling. It's just like, do you have that one day where someone just pisses you off? Like someone just cuts
Probably
you
every
off.
day.
yeah, every day they're probably the most, sometimes like the most unhappiest people, and you just don't
100%.
even realise. Like,
Yeah.
for example, Mike that we spoke about earlier, you wouldn't have known that
Nah, you
he was
wouldn't.
unhappy to the point of literally taking his own life. That's why I feel like if it weren't for like my blog, and I feel like, you know, I believe in like power of positivity a lot, so I feel like it's my mission to help inspire others. So if it weren't for that, I probably would not be on Instagram, because I just think that it can be a negative place. But that's why, you know, like to post the affirmations on there, like positive content, like help people understand that Instagram isn't real life. You know, if people are going to use it, I'd rather put content out there that's going to maybe like help them or improve them. So
That's a fact. I appreciate that. I feel like people don't realise, like, you pick up your phone and if you go into like any of these apps, you're going to see bad news. Like, I think this morning I picked my phone up and I saw something happen somewhere and I was thinking, bloody hell, like, what? That's the first thing I saw. Whereas if you like put that kind of content out and someone reads that as the first thing they see, that's going to change.
So
definitely,
true. Yeah, it's
like,
definitely.
if I can change one person's day or help them view something different or make them positive or smile or something like that, then I think what more like
that's really good. And I think what's interesting is I've had discussions about this, and it's the idea that the human brain hasn't actually evolved to take in the crazy amount of information which it has to take in now on a daily basis, because you wouldn't normally see as much, say, bad news or information that you would on Twitter and Instagram, but our brain is just being asked to try and compute all of this and make sense of it. And it's a lot, man.
Very overwhelming. It can be really like,
especially when a lot of it's negative as well. It will definitely impact you. So
100%.
Yes, I think it breeds toxicity, but to see stuff like that on your TL when you go onto Instagram, it's refreshing, definitely.
For sure.
It's just something different. So where would you like to take it? What would be...
where I would like to take it is, at the moment, currently like working on some products that hopefully I can launch by the end of the year. So like be like happiness boxes, like self-care kits, positive affirmation boxes. So like you know how like girls order those monthly subscriptions of like makeup and bath stuff? This will be like a self-improvement one. So, you know, for example, I'll put positive affirmations in there. You can like frame or put up some worksheets, like a list where you can write down your goals, like a gratitude list, all stuff like that that will be able to help you, you know, change your mindset and like work on yourself. So that's definitely how I see it, like progressing, and then hopefully, you know, can just help as many people as possible, really.
Change those chakras one box at a time.
And you know, after this, give you some crystal advice. Open up your root chakra, get you grounded.
That's it. That's perfect. But no, honestly, it's been great having you on.
I've enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed it.
Spray on is the highlight. That was special.
That one down.
That's definitely going to be the trailer. There's no doubt. Trailer, name of the episode. It's going to be everywhere. But honestly, thank you for coming on. Tell the people where they can find you online.
So basically, you can follow me on Instagram, Billie's Bliss, or my actual blog is billiesbliss.co.uk. So follow me on there. Positive content. So
you're an absolute legend, and we really appreciate you.
Positive
vibes.
Thanks
that's a
so
fact.
much. Positive vibes always.
No problem.
Affirmations.
You spinning?
No, you know how like Diddy at the end.
He damn near ruined that album.
That's funny. Yeah, until next time, lads.
Until next time.
Cool.